Let's just cut the nonsense. We're once again dealing with a full-blown radical leftist, someone who's running the same old tired playbook. It's the same game over and over. Lie to the public. Pretend to be reasonable. Deny your true agenda. That's exactly what's happening with Zoran Mamdani. Or as I like to call him, Zoran the Chameleon. He's trying to market himself as some soft-spoken, democratic socialist, just like the script says.
What the purpose is about this entire project, it's not simply to raise class consciousness, but to win socialism. And obviously raising class consciousness is a critical part of that. But making sure that we have candidates that both understand that and are willing to put that forward at every which moment that they have, at every which opportunity that they're given. We have to continue to elect more socialists, and we have to ensure that we are unapologetic about our socialism. There are also other issues that we firmly believe in, whether it's BDS, right, or whether it's the end goal of ceasing the means of production, where we do not have the same level of support at this very moment. And what I want to say is that it is critical that in the way that we organize, in the way that we set up our work and our priorities, that we do not leave any one issue for the other, that we do not meet a moment and only look at what people are ready for, but that we are doing both of these things in tandem. Because it is critical for us to both meet people where they're at and to also organize for what is correct and for what is right, and to ensure that over time we can bring people to that issue. The ramifications of victory here is the difference between life and death for so many of our brothers, sisters, and family beyond the binary across this borough of Queens. It's the difference between having cash bail anymore or not. It's the difference between having sex work be decriminalized and not. And with every battle that we fight as socialists, we need to remember what the stakes are and ground ourselves in them and why those stakes are important and critical to us as individuals.
Yeah, sure, because when someone says democratic socialist, you're not supposed to picture Soviet grocery lines or state control of everything. You're supposed to imagine comfy universal healthcare and free stuff for all. But that illusion is shattered the moment you listen to what this guy actually says when he's off script. We dug up an older clip and brace yourself.
So the third holy grail of taboos in American politics, you have socialism, you have Islam, and then you have Palestine. And you are really going for the trifecta.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Tell me, why is Palestine a part of your politics?
When you grow up as someone, especially in the third world, you have a very different understanding of the Palestinian struggle.
One day he's Muslim, one day he's Sikh, then he's Hindu, then he's African, and then pretty soon he's going to be talking about keeping hot sauce in his purse and talking with the slang as Al Sharpton sits behind him.
I'm proud to be a bartender. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with working retail, folding clothes for other people to buy. There is nothing wrong with preparing the food that your neighbors will eat. There is nothing wrong with driving the buses that take your family to work. There is nothing wrong with being a working person in the United States of America, and there is everything dignified about it.
Seize the means of production. There it is, loud and clear, straight out of the Communist Manifesto. This is not some accidental gaffe. This isn't a misunderstood quote. This is a full confession. Zoran Mamdani is not moderate. He's not common sense. He's a communist revolutionary, straight up. While most of the world has learned from the horrors of communism, even China and Russia have pivoted toward capitalism, this guy wants to bring it back, American style. He wants to seize private property. He wants state-run grocery stores. He wants to eliminate billionaires. This is not progress. This is economic suicide dressed up as social justice. But it doesn't stop there. Because Zoran isn't just a socialist, he's a political shapeshifter. One day he's a Muslim leader, then he's talking about queer liberation. One day he's pro-Hamas, the next he's channeling Gandhi. Then suddenly he's the next AOC, a champion of the poor, fighting for grocery equity or whatever nonsense he's spewing that day. He's everything and nothing at the same time. A walking identity crisis, a political costume rack. You know who else plays that game? Justin Trudeau. One day he's blackface man, the next day he's marching in a pride parade in a turban. It's not authenticity, it's marketing. And at the center of it all, you've got Zoran, wearing every label. speaking every language, playing every demographic. But the only real question is, what does he actually believe in? Because you can't trust someone who's wearing 10 different masks depending on the crowd.
You know, people like this remind me of that Hassan Piker trust fund grifter type. They don't care about solving real problems. They don't care about working people. They care about clout, control, and consolidating power. They want to create division, exploit identity politics, hide behind grievance narratives, and then scream fascism when you point it out. And we've seen this movie before. Zoran Mamdani, he feels like another manufactured icon. Just like AOC was plucked from a casting call, he probably was too. He's got the same media grooming, the same dark money backing, the same empty promises wrapped in idealistic buzzwords. So no, I don't think he's a leader of the future. I think he's a fraud, a political con artist playing the role of the oppressed revolutionary, all while planning to seize control of your freedom, your economy, and your voice. That's what I've got for you today. If you noticed the con too, if you see through the masks, smash that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe so we can keep cutting through the BS. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.